At our LA camp, San Diego cornerback Steve Gregory met with campers. Matt Watson has more from the Charger.
Matthew Watson again for ODTV. I'm here with Steve Gregory, who plays safety for the San Diego Chargers. Now, you came out of Syracuse in 2006 as an undrafted free agent. How was that, not getting drafted? How did that motivate you to play harder?
You know, it just made me want to work hard, to prove that I should have been drafted, prove that I could play in the NFL, and, basically make a statement that I belong in the NFL playing football. And that's what my motivation was. And, I just went out every day, worked as hard as I could, and found a spot for myself on the team.
Now, a lot of these kids out here don't necessarily have the physical attributes. I know coming out, you weren't considered to be the fastest or the biggest safety in the draft.
Right.
So what motivated you? What kind of mentality must you have to compete with larger players who might have better physical attributes?
Just knowing my ability, just trusting that I'm a student of the game, I'm smart, I understand football, and that's what it's all about. I know how to react and play when I'm out there in between those lines. And, it's not always about a 40-yard dash or some drill that they have you do when nobody else has got pads on playing against you. It's about competing and what type of heart you got and how you know how to play the game. So.
Now, full contact camps, we come out here with all the pads on. How do you think that prepares kids for the season as opposed to a camp that does not have pads?
It just gets you back into the movement and everything like that. It's a total different game once you put pads on and a helmet. You got to get used to it again. And, it can be such a long off season that, you could get out there and be a little rusty in the beginning. I think having pads on right now and getting back into it, once you come into camp or come into the season, you're right back at it. You're moving faster than people that haven't been doing it like that. So, it gets you jump started in the beginning off to a faster start.
All right. Now, for the kids out here who want to be the next Steve Gregory, what's your best word to give them, your best motivation?
Just believe in yourself, just fight every day, no matter what people tell you. There's people out there that are going to tell you can't do something. I never listened to any of that. I just worked harder than everybody that was ahead of me, or never looked back, I just kept moving forward, kept working my hardest, and things will work out.
I appreciate it.
No problem.
Once again, Matthew Watson, ODTV, Steve Gregory, San Diego Chargers. Appreciate it. We'll see you guys next time.
With so much football being played at our OD camps, we have had the chance to capture some incredible plays. MyQuadsWorth brings you the best plays from the past week.
Only 3 plays worthy of the top plays this week. The running back putting the defender on his back in Madison, Wisconsin, lifting him into the air. That is your number 3 play. On to number 2 in San Diego during the junior scrimmage. The running back takes the sweep, makes 1 man miss, 2 defenders, and 3, and he was gone, disappearing into the trees. He would go on for the touchdown. Let's watch it one more time. The running back making all 3 defenders miss, taking it to the house. That is your number 2 play. And on to number 1 in Portland, Oregon. Steelers fans, this looks familiar. The wide receiver misses it, but the running back picks it up and runs it all the way for the touchdown. The immaculate reception, number 2. The quarterback throws a quick throw to his wide receiver off his hands. The running back takes it all the way in for the touchdown. That is your number 1 play. I am MyQuadsWorth for ODTV.
NFL Hall of Famer Mike Haynes was a 9-time Pro Bowler with the Patriots and the Raiders. MyQuadsWorth spoke with the Hall of Famer in San Diego.
Hi everyone, I'm MyQuadsWorth here with ODTV. I'm with NFL Hall of Famer Mike Haynes, whose son is actually here at our camp in San Diego. So first, are you currently working in the NFL?
I am. I've been working in the NFL for 7 years, and most recently had a change in my position, but yeah, I'm still there.
Now, what made you bring your son to offense-defense camps? Is this your first time, or have you been coming for a couple of years?
No, actually, we recently moved to San Diego, and my son has been playing football for 2 years, and I actually worked when I was playing football at one of the camps that they had in Massachusetts. I think it was at Amherst College, and I thought that I had a good experience there as a teacher, and so I thought my son might have a good experience here. And it looks like he is so far.
So how is it differing from being a coach out there on the field to now being a parent on the sideline watching your son out there?
Well, as a parent, you're really concerned about safety. You want to make sure that your kids are learning the proper techniques, and safety is number 1 in all the drills. And so, because this camp has been around a long time, I felt pretty comfortable that was going to be something that would be dealt with here.
And what's your overall impression of the camp this week, since we're now in our final day with the scrimmages? What's your impression so far?
Well, yesterday was really the first day that I got a chance to come out and watch, and I was impressed. I think they've covered a lot in a few days, and most importantly, my son's having a good experience, and they're being safe for the most part. I mean, the coaches, I hear that I missed some of the early part of the camp. Some of the coaches were pretty tough on the kids. I guess that was just part of the design, and by the time I arrived, which was just 2 days later, everything seemed to be running smoothly.
Now, we always ask the pros, what advice they would give to the campers when they're here. So what kind of advice do you give to your son or any of these campers that aspire to be an NFL player someday?
Well, the advice is just like anything else. I think as a parent, you'd want your kid to really enjoy it. You want them to have a good experience. And so I would just tell them, this is a sport, like most sports. You have to have a passion for it, and if you're not having a good time here, you probably shouldn't be here. And if you want to reach the level of play all the way to the National Football League or college or even high school, it's going to take dedication and hard work. And if you don't like what you're doing, it's pretty hard to be dedicated and get it done. So my advice is make sure you really want to be out here. Make sure you want to be playing this sport, and then make the type of commitment that it takes to be great at it.
All right, once again, I'm MyQuadsWorth here with Mike Haynes, NFL Hall of Famer for ODTV.
That will do it for this episode of ODTV. Check back tomorrow for another episode. I'm Erica Montgomery.
And I'm Courtney Krebs. Thanks for watching.